How's everything going, Victor? When will you be back? Still 2 more weeks until the training course is over, sweetheart. It was our anniversary 3 days ago, and you couldn't even answer my call because of that meeting? Try to understand, Jessica. This is for work. If my boss promotes me to a better position, it'll benefit both of us, for our future. Of course, I'm not complaining. I'm doing absolutely fine over here. Was that the doorbell? Who could that be at the house at 10 p.m.? Maybe it's the neighbors again. They've been coming over a lot since you left. I told you there was no reason to inform them. You know how rude they can be about the smallest noises? Are they bothering you? Jessica, it's safe, right? I'll talk to you later. Jessica, maybe I should ask my mom to stay over until I get back. No, you will not do any such thing, Victor. I'm fine on my own. And even if I wasn't, I don't need her ruining my day. All right, as you wish. Just let me know after you check the door, okay? Bye. Okay, bye. I've gotta go. Victor sat on his bed, feeling stressed. It had been more than 2 months since he moved to New York City for a mandatory training course for his job. His wife Jessica was alone at their house in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. He knew their neighbors were always a nuisance. But the thought that intruders or strange people could be lurking in the area worried him. Who could it be at this hour of the night? Just the neighbors. Don't worry about me. You just focus on work. See you soon. That was quick. Victor finally laid down and closed her eyes. Sometimes he thought about asking his mother to check up on Jessica, but he almost always backed out. If Jessica found out, he knew it would turn into a huge argument. Jessica and her mother-in-law, Wilma, didn't get along well. Wilma was a little possessive of her son, but what irritated Jessica most was that she often was judgmental and rude, especially toward her. This girl will never let you succeed in life. I'm telling you, one day she's going to ruin your future. I still don't understand why you broke up with Lily. She was the perfect girl. Do you know she still visits sometimes? Such a respectful young woman. And you left her to marry this wild, uncivilized woman? Ruin our future. I've always supported you in every possible way when it came to your career, and this is what I have to hear from her? And who does she think she is? Telling you who you should spend your life with? You married me because you love me, not Lily. Or was she right, Victor? What is it? What is it? Is it me, Lily, or her? Victor, do you really think I don't care about you? How could you not tell me you were in the hospital for 3 days? It was that wicked girl, wasn't it? I knew she did it on purpose. I see the hatred in her eyes every time I visit. She wants to separate my son from me. It's a good thing I didn't tell her. She would have just started lecturing me. This and not that, that and not this, and you know that's true, Victor. Don't you dare take her side now. It's not like that, Mother. I'm going to have to take Jessica's side this time. Maybe it was better she didn't tell you. You would have overreacted, just like you're overreacting now. Victor preferred not to get into heated arguments with Jessica and suffer tension at home. He knew Jessica would be biased and insecure about his relationship with his mother. But he tried not to make it a big issue. He figured it was normal. After all, women often felt this way. The next morning, Victor got up early for work and headed out. He usually called Jessica at the end of the day and talked with her late into the afternoon, late into the night, before falling asleep. But strangely, when Victor called that night, Jessica didn't answer. He tried for about an hour before calling his mother, but she didn't pick up either, which was unusual for her. Finally, Victor resorted to calling the neighbors. He wasn't very fond of them, and they always seemed suspicious. Jessica had been complaining about them since he left Pennsylvania. "Mrs. Wilson, I'm so sorry to bother you so late, but could you please do me a favor?" "What is it? It's almost midnight, Victor. I've been trying to reach Jessica for some time, but I can't get through. Could you please check on her?" Mrs. Wilson had Victor on hold for about 20 long minutes before returning. "Your wife isn't home. No one's answering the door." "What? Okay, thank you, Mrs. Wilson." Mrs. Wilson muttered as she hung up the phone. These people are nothing but trouble. Victor didn't know what to do. He couldn't just leave work without notice. He anxiously waited the whole night until he finally fell asleep. When his alarm went off at 7 a.m., Jessica still hadn't called him back. And she wasn't answering his call. Victor went to work, but couldn't focus with so much uncertainty. It wasn't until noon that he finally received a call from his mother. "Victor, you need to come home immediately. They found Jessica. She's gone." "What? What are you saying?" "Son, don't panic. I'll try to handle things here. When will you be able to come?" Victor was devastated by the news, but he couldn't leave work until 2 days later. Jessica had been found lifeless in the house. Police confirmed that someone had entered the property, though there were no signs of forced entry. Victor couldn't get many details over the phone, but he was deeply suspicious of the Wilsons. The police questioned them, but they provided alibis, placing them elsewhere at the time of the crime. Victor's property was sealed for investigation, so he decided to stay with his mother. When he arrived, he was surprised to find Lily, his ex-girlfriend, speaking with her. "Why are you here?" "I heard what happened. So sorry for your loss, Victor." "It's nothing you need to worry about, Lily." "Maybe not, but I couldn't stop myself from coming to check in. I'm sorry if I bothered you." Wilma tried to stop Lily from leaving, but Lily was uncomfortable staying any longer. "Why do you treat her so harshly? She came here out of compassion and love for you. She's not the same as before." "She's a lunatic, Mother. I'm shocked at how suddenly she's acting so calm and caring. How often has she been visiting here? Now I'm starting to feel she had something to do with this." Victor and Lily had dated for about a year before Victor met Jessica. Their breakup had been ugly, and Victor was certain none of it was his fault. Lily might have been beautiful, but she was truly unstable. She had been arrested multiple times for reckless behavior, under the influence, and had even spent time in a rehabilitation center. Victor wasn't willing to spend his life with a woman so out of control. Though doctors claimed she was recovering, Victor doubted her. The way she abruptly walked out seemed suspicious, because the Lily he knew would never leave quietly. The real Lily would have vandalized the house before leaving. Victor was considering reporting her to the police when he suddenly received a call from one of the officers. "Mr. Smith, this may be difficult to accept, but after a thorough investigation of your property and results from forensic reports, we discovered the presence of another male's DNA on your wife's remains and on the bedsheets. It appears Miss Jessica may have been involved with someone else." What? What kind of nonsense is this? I don't believe it. Mr. Smith, it isn't us saying this, it's what the reports show. The police began searching for the man Jessica had allegedly been involved with. Donald was brought in for investigation, during which he confessed to his relationship with Jessica. "Why did you do this?" "It wasn't me. Yes, I went to see her that night, but I swear I didn't hurt her. If anyone did, it was her husband. Jessica always complained about that man. She regretted marrying him. She was only with him for the money. He must have found out." The police ignored his claims. Victor hadn't been in Pennsylvania until 2 days after his wife's death. Before long, further evidence was found. The knife used to harm Jessica. It carried Donald's fingerprints. Donald was finally arrested. Victor was allowed to arrange Jessica's funeral. He still didn't want to believe she had been until he realized she wasn't wearing her ring. As far as Victor remembered, the last time he spoke with Jessica, she was wearing it, right before someone arrived at the house. When he asked about it, the police told him she hadn't been wearing any ring when they found her. Jessica always complained about that man. She regretted marrying him. She was only with him for the money. Victor was heartbroken and shattered after everything he had done for their marriage, for their future. Was this how it would all end? Quietly, he watched as Jessica's coffin was lowered into the grave. Even though she had betrayed him, he chose not to reveal her secrets. He had no words left to say about her. "Son, I know this has been hard on you, but life doesn't stop here. Life continues, no matter the death of a single individual. Why don't you stay at my place for a few nights, away from that house?" At his mother's request, Victor stayed at his family home. "I'll make you your favorite meal. It'll only take a while." He wandered around, tinkering with the showpieces, remembering the memories he had in his house, trying to distract himself from the grief. When he reached his mother's room, something caught his eye. In a small glass bowl among other jewelry, he noticed a familiar ring. If Victor wasn't mistaken, it was Jessica's ring. What was her ring doing here? Just then, his mother entered the room. "Victor, dinner is..." "Mother, how did you get this?" About a week earlier, Victor's mother had gone to visit Jessica. She knew Jessica was alone and, although she resented her, she still cared for her son, and Jessica was her daughter-in-law after all. But what she discovered that night left her in shock. She realized Jessica had been cheating on Victor. The resentment in her heart turned into searing hatred and rage. She couldn't tolerate such betrayal. Jessica hadn't only damaged her relationship with Victor, she had ruined his life. And as a mother, Wilma couldn't accept that. Some secrets are better left unrevealed, son.
If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.